If you notice about my gold-plated AK-47, then you should know that I'm finally done with my journey to getting this prized possession, and it was definitely worth it. It's one of my favorite guns in the game, and it just looks so good with the gold camo. In this game, I did okay, I guess. You'll realize that there was moments where I'm getting dominated by the enemy team, but once my connection started to work, I started putting a fairly good beatdown on them, I guess. I didn't win this game, but I really tried to get as much kills and play the objective as possible, but oh well, you can't win every game and do everything at the same time. That's really all for the information of this gameplay. I'm just using it just to show you guys that I got gold while playing the game legitimately to get it, because I know there's people that like to cheat their way to it, but if you guys been watching my previous videos, you know that I've been craving this gold AK-47 for a while, and I really wanted to get it. But with that said, let's get into the main topics. This video is mostly going to be about what I think about Wolfenstein The New Order so far, with all the information that it's been released so far. But I just want you guys to know that I am aware of the new Doom game is going to be a next-gen title, and I just thought I could give you guys some quick thoughts about it. I pretty much think it's the right thing to do, and I always thought id wanted to give gamers that full experience, you know, so it makes sense that it will be for next-gen consoles and PC. I do like how they give 360 and PS3 users beta access to their next-gen successors, so they're not completely screwed over, but in a way I can say that they are somewhat screwed over, where we have to go out there and spend the money to get the console so we could play the beta. And I remembered I felt like the beta was going to be a next-gen experience first and last-gen later, and I guess I am right along the line of that statement I made when I was giving you guys my thoughts about Wolfenstein's new trailer and the Doom beta. But that's enough of next-gen Doom talk. I'll talk more about that in the future. Let's talk about the New Order. So I want to talk about what I don't like about this game so far. Now, when it comes to these types of videos, you have to have a like and dislike section together, but I'll simply link my likes of the game, which I did it a while ago, and I felt like I was just repeating myself, really. But yeah, let's start off why I don't like this game so far, although I'm still going to buy it on day one, so don't you guys think I'm completely abandoning it. One is the stupid limited edition or collector edition type of thing. I really thought this was an April Fool's Day type of joke, because it really did when I first heard about it, but nope, it's actually a legitimate purchase, and that's just very, very sad, really. I don't really see why anyone would want to buy that thing for 100 bucks, since you're not really getting what your money's worth. I mean, it does have a story related type of stuff, but I'm sure you can go buy a book at your local bookstore for a cheaper price, and it gives you more value. Personally, this should have been like a typical limited edition where it's bundled with the game and it's charged as a reasonable price. 2. Dual wielding does look a lot of fun, but on the other side, I feel like this is going to be very overpowered in a way compared to like just using a normal gun by having it single wielded. I know you can drain ammo faster with dual wielding, and I feel like there will be more recoil as well, but it does seem to be the thing to go. And there's actually a perk where I saw in White Boy's video where you can reload both weapons simultaneously. He actually had access to upload early gameplay footage of the game, and I will upload them in the description box if you guys are interested in watching them. I really don't see any positive traits for single wielding. Sure, having aim down sights might be helpful, I guess, but I expect this game to play like a lot of old school shooters back in the 90s where close quarter engagements are very present, and I really don't think aim down sights is going to do much. I also heard it's not like Call of Duty where it increases the accuracy. It's actually the same as hip fire, but I assume it will slow down your sensitivity for precision aiming. I'm really one of those guys that prefer to single wield because I always feel like it's kind of gimmicky, but there is a place for dual wielding at the same time. However, I just like the simplicity and natural feeling of using a single wielded weapon at the end of the day. It's really hard to explain, but I just like, that type of feature in my shooters. So that was my second problem with the game, and now we are going to the third issue. This is going to be the final issue of the list, but it's a fairly big one. It's something I realized when I first saw gameplay of this game, and that is the scripted event. Now, White Boy did upload an introduction or prologue to the game, and I personally thought it was reasonable for the heavy amount of scripting it had. But man, as I watched the video, it just kept going on and on and on, where I just felt like the game should let you start quote-unquote authentically playing the game around 2 minutes, because that seemed like a reasonable moment where the player should be able to walk and just play it how you should play a traditional FPS game. It reminded me of the tram ride in Half-Life 1, where it just took a lot longer than it needed to be. With that said, I don't know if this game is going to do more of this nonsense, because it totally might turn off the pacing for me. Like, when I watched the video of its actual gameplay, like you see the player shooting mechs and Nazis while strafing, it looks a lot of fun, and it looks like something I could see being the game that you should play if you love single-player driven FPS games. But then I look at all these scripted events where they seemed unnecessary, and I don't know if it's there for a reasonable implementation or it's there to wow you, but it's definitely not going to wow me, since I feel like it's just a cheap way to wow a player, really. So with that said, I actually did lose some sort of excitement for this game ever since I discovered those videos, and I actually had a feeling that this game could be, a very high-level single-player driven FPS game in terms of quality, because I've been playing a lot of average single-player driven FPSs so far, and I want something that's not average. I'm looking for something that's more higher quality, obviously. With that said, I can't tell if it's going to be a good game or a great game, but time will tell once I start playing it. I know BioShock Infinite and Metro Last Light were two very well praised single player driven FPS games last year, but the thing is, I don't really feel like it caters to me, and that's why I really want to, play something that's high quality, and those games, they just don't appeal to me, so I can't really count them as one, even though I know like a lot of people been praising the crap out of them ever since like its release day and all that stuff. But yeah, that's really it of the video. Tell me what you guys think, and yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments, and see you guys later.